Hey there, how's it going? This is Lighter Monkey again, or you saw my previous video with the XCR, or Gixxer Speedster, I guess, on Facebook and some other stuff. Just wanted to do a video on the on my rovan baja, my baja truck. This was my very first fifth scale, and I've modded the shit out of it. I mean, not a crazy amount like some people do, but I mean, I put a lot of pretty decent modifications on it, especially recently. I can probably tell the pipe. That's the most recent addition, I would say, would be the pipe. So this was originally a 80% Baja kit. It didn't come with the electronics and stuff, but it came with the engine and everything. And ever since then, I had it as the Baja for a little while, and then I converted it to the truck because the Baja just I wanted to take this thing to tracks, and I wanted to jump it, and I wanted to, I wanted to drive it like you're supposed to drive a goddamn fifth scale, going balls out, going nuts. Jumping 10 feet in the air and shit, and going ape shit with it. And the Baja just can't jump well. Like it's not very good for taking jumps. So I converted it to the truck, and that seemed to help it. And I've, been driving it as the truck ever since. Haven't really converted it or anything. Let me pop the body off here just to show you some stuff. So, a couple things that I've done. When it came to me as a rovan Baja, there was some things that need to be addressed. The shocks were crap that came with it. This is old. This is, I don't know, 10 years old. So now the rovans are a lot better. Their shocks and everything, and their setup is just much better. But the shocks were crap. They were leaking like a son of a bitch. Almost all four of them were leaking really bad. So I had to redo the shocks, but that was, a long time ago. It's got another bumper on it. It's got the truck bumper on it. And it's got, you can tell it's took some beating, so it's, I got areas where there's strap ties and like bullshit on it. Just kind of holding the shit together. Of course, 845s, an 845 here, and this one is on the Bajas. If you don't know, it's just it's like an 8 or 10 scale servo that you use for the throttle, and this is the stock servo. So, and it's actually doing okay. It sounds a little shitty, but I think I might need to replace it in the future here. But it's okay for now. And of course, this one has a kill switch on it, just like my XCR. Same kill switch, a kill or B kill switch. Just like I said previously in the other video, any fifth scale you want a kill switch on. They're too big of trucks to. If they go out of control, or if there's something sticks on the throttle, you want to be able to kill the damn thing and not slam into something going fucking 50 miles an hour with a 50-pound fucking car, or 40-pound. I think this one's like 40. Recently, a few modifications was the push and pull steering setup from rovan. You can probably tell the inside there. I don't know how good you can see that. That's the push and pull steering setup from rovan, which was just the whole the whole receiver assembly, the throttle servo. I had to put in there I had to modify it a little to be able to get that damn big bitch in there. It's red. I mean, they didn't have orange, and at the time they didn't have like the silver or anything, or even the stock black. The receiver setup, so I just went with the red. I mean, I don't really care that much. But I mean, yeah, it's a big improvement over the stock steering setup, because the one weird thing with this rovan is this steering plate right here is bent at a kind of a strange angle, like especially right here in the middle. It's bent at a little bit of a weird angle, so the stock steering just doesn't really work very well on it. And it's not like it's the servo, because I tested it. I threw in an 845 with the stock setup, and the steering was garbage. So it's just something a little strange with this one in particular. I don't know if a lot of rovans are like this, where the steering plate is like kind of bent at a strange like angle. It's hard to hard to really show you or anything. It's just, yeah, so this one, so the push and pull steering setup from Rovan just doesn't even use the steering post, these two steering posts really at all. There's like one mount that goes to it, but it just kind of holds it in. It doesn't have the like steering posts that go from the top and go down to the bottom of the chassis. It's just a better design. But yeah, I tested a little with it on there, but it's, you know, never really, not much of testing it while it's running, just because it's, you know, it's pretty new on there. And that's the turnbuckles and everything. I'm not sure how I like it. I like how those wiggle and stuff. I guess we'll see how those hold up as I jump it and shit. They're kind of wobbly. This one does the same. Kind of wobbles. Not sure how I really like that, but I guess we'll find out. And then there's a couple things I was researching on this car that I put on recently as well. You can tell right there the axle extenders for the front and for the rear. And there's the rear ones. They're DGI axle extensions. They should be okay. Couple problems I had when I put these DGI extensions on. The front wheels wobbled a decent amount. They still do a little bit. I don't like it that much, but I kind of did my own little fix to them that I'm actually going to try to do it a little bit better. Where it's like I put some shims inside here, kind of, to make it so that they don't wobble, and I bought a whole bunch of other washers and shit like that I can throw on like this side, because this side's kind of okay, but this side still needs some. You can tell it kind of wobbles a little bit too much. I don't really like it that much. But yeah, so there's that, and then I got the limiting little cables. You can't pick these up at DDM, but you can find those little limiting cables right here at Large Scale RC. I think they have them. I'm actually missing one in the back. I need to buy another set of them. Yeah, it's got a CY engine on it. It's got a CY engine with a stuffed crank. And that, for this car, makes this thing's a fucking rocket. This thing does probably 50 miles an hour with a 8,000, actually with a 9,500 clutch on it. This thing's a goddamn rocket because it's light. Like, this thing's pretty light compared to the XCR over there. You know, this thing is a little bit lighter than the XCR. So just a lower displacement engine, like with high top speed, and then and then a good clutch, so it catches at, you know, like good RPMs. It's perfect. It's a perfect setup for this thing. Yeah, perfect setup, I would say, for this truck. I don't think I want to put another engine in here because this engine runs very, very well. Yeah, I probably need to rebuild the rear differential. I've never even done it, so, you know, I think I probably need to. You know, that's the only real differential in this thing is the rear diff. There's no front diff. Well, there is no, there is no front diff, actually. Yeah. Bajas are just kind of different. And then that's the DDM Dominator pipe, which it looks fucking awesome. You know, that Dominator pipe looks fucking sick as hell, and it sounds amazing. Yeah, and there's the like little custom setup that I kind of did on it to hold the. It came with strap ties here, and I was like, I don't want fucking strap ties, so I put radiator hose, two radiator hose clamps on it. You know, just right there with the blue gasket that they provide. Yeah, of course you can tell, another shock tower in the back. I'm actually missing a bolt right there. I don't know where the fuck that went. I kind of swing over to the other side here. Oh yeah. Yeah, give me a second here. This kind of a bitch. Oh yeah. Okay. So swinging over to this side. It does have, I think it's got a stock 990 carb on it. It doesn't have the Performance 990. It does have a low C air filter on it. It's like a 3-stage low-C air filter. It's a really good one. I had a TGN one on here previously, and if you're looking at TGN air filters, don't even fucking buy them. They let dirt get into your goddamn carburetor. Even if you have outerwear on it, and you got a brand new TGN air filter, it still lets dirt into the carb. So TGN air filters are a complete piece of shit and a waste of money. Don't even pick up a TGN air filter. A couple other very worthwhile upgrades for this thing was the Turtle Racing set here. This thing is amazing. The pinion gear, the spur gear, all aluminum, completely fucking aluminum. Because I kept burning out, and you can tell. I can kind of throw a shout out here to Botagel's videos. I forget his full name on YouTube. It's just Botagel, I think. Botaj, something like that. He's got a lot of videos with this, with like Baja style trucks, and he always runs the plastic gears just because they're cheap, and it takes a couple seconds to replace a new plastic gear. But if you're just going through them and you're burning through them like a son of a bitch, you might as well just get the full aluminum gear setup, like the full metal gear, the full Turtle Racing setup. It cleans everything up, and it makes it so you never have to replace that damn spur gear again. It's really good. Yeah, and same thing as my XCR. Outerwear's all over the place. Outerwear's all over the engine. This one's kind of coming off a little bit. Outerwear's around the air filter. Outerwear around the pull start. This is just a rovan. I think it's a King Motor outerwear, but help protect everything that you got. So nothing gets into the damn engine that you don't want. You don't want it to. But yeah, I'm gonna try to throw some more videos with a couple of the upgrades that I put on recently. Like I said, the axle extensions, the push and pull steering assembly from Rovan. I want to test that out fully, and it's actually amazing. I have steering for like the first time in fucking years. Probably since I got the goddamn thing. So, that's I'm going to be trying to test that out as I drive it more and stuff. So, but yeah, thank you for watching, and yeah, look forward to some videos of this thing, driving around, all that kind of stuff. I have some pretty good ones of bashing this thing and jumping it like crazy, but it'll be even better with the few other upgrades that I've thrown on. This pipe, the performance, the push and pull steering. The 845. I haven't really driven it with this 845 in there very much, so it'll be, a little bit better than it was. But yeah, we'll see. But all in all, man, this is an amazing truck, and I've just built it up since I've had it. I still need a few things. Like I said, rebuilding the rear diff probably. I need to get these aluminum, because when you come down on the side, that one's already kind of snapped, and I just strap tied it. When you come down on the side, or you come down, you come down like this way on the side of the car, it's snapped these, and once or twice I just pop the hell off. But yeah, as far as engines in a Baja, even a Baja truck, you don't need crazy shit. Like some people in videos, they throw 50 cc's. Like that's too much for a Baja, for a 2-wheel drive Baja. This engine's perfect. It's a perfect size. Good amount of torque, good amount of top speed. Like I said, this thing will do probably 50 miles an hour. This thing's fucking fast. If you have too much, if you got a big bore engine, you got a 320 that's crazy and something like this, it just does wheelies constantly. It's like, what the hell's the point of that? I want to jump it, and I want to race it, and I want to do all that type of shit. I don't want it just to be a fucking wheelie machine. Like no, that's stupid. I mean, well, it's not exactly stupid. It's kind of cool if you got a fifth scale that just pulls wheelies all the time, but you can never really race with it. You can't really jump it worth a damn. You can't, just all kinds of drawbacks to having a crazy engine in a 2-wheel drive Baja. Like that's, But yeah, thank you. Thanks for watching, and leave a like if you want to. It's up to you, and I appreciate it. Yeah, you have a good one. Bye.